you can just be, warm and empathetic with that and understand it, then you can move on and get back to the evenings and really fill that with as much time as you can then.
Conor, who's in Limerick, is on the line. Good afternoon, Conor.
How are you doing, Sean?
Not too bad. This is a bit of a man bites dog sort of a story you have for us.
It is, yeah.
Tell us what the problem is.
Well, basically, my son John, he's 8 months old, and in the last couple of months, he's started biting the dog. And it's kind of worrying.
Okay.
That is kind of worrying, I would have thought.
Yeah.
And how old is he, Conor, did you say?
He's 8 months old now.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, well, that's not that worrying then. 8-month-olds, what he's trying to do is just sort his gums out because I'm sure he's teething and will be teething over the next probably year and a half in a very...
I'd prefer if he chewed the table than the dog,
Well, I meant as in, why is your son suddenly going around biting is not that worrying. You're right, it is a bit concerning about the dog, but I suppose really it's about you being alert because obviously the dog is still going to be attracted to your son for a while anyway until he gets a serious bite from him. But really it's just about you having to be alert and just to make sure that your son doesn't get access to the dog to bite him, that you don't let him and that you say no very clearly if he looks like he's about to try and bite the dog. Go on.
I know. I'm like the thing is I'm a dog breeder, so it's kind of hard not to have the son, accessing the dog.
Yeah, well, but then it's just about you being vigilant when you're around and you know that you've got dogs or puppies or whatever in the house with you, and your son is there too. That for it's only going to be for a short while, and I think if he gets a clear message from you that biting is just not allowed, so you just say no very firmly, very sharply, or no biting, or something very simple because he's only 8 months old, and what you really want him to pick up on is the tone which says "back off now, son," and I think if you give him that message consistently and then just lift him out of reach of the dog, or lift the dog out of reach of him, whichever is easiest, then things will be okay. It'll settle after a while.
Conor, what kind of class of a dog is it?
It's a husky.
Oh, right. And how's the dog taking this?
He doesn't like it, to be honest.
Well, no.
How's your son even getting through all the fur?
I suppose.
How does your son even get through all the fur to bite him? Like that's a massive mouthful he's taken if he's getting to actually bite the dog.
It's remarkable.
Yeah.
Absolutely remarkable. But I was just thinking, should I isolate him from the dogs totally? Because I think it's important, that he's familiar with the animals.
No, I wouldn't isolate him totally, but it's just I think it's more about you being vigilant. And as he gets a bit older and he can understand more of the words, you'll be saying things to him like, gentle hands with the dogs, and this is what dogs like, and you're showing him how to handle the dogs. Because obviously, if he's going to keep kind of tugging at their tail or biting them or whatever he's doing, they're going to end up getting cross and they could start nipping at him or yapping at him.
I know.
And you don't want that.
I've been trying don't bite, and that's not working thus far anyway.
Yeah, I think if you say just sound really cross about it, no biting, make it look cross, lift him and take him away, and he'll get the message.
Okay,
right.
Conor, we stay on the line now when we leave you go, because we're going to send you a Johnson's Baby Skin Caring Essentials gift box, which is probably useful for in your house for the child and the dog, probably as well. So
let the dog recover.
Let the dog recover some of his wounds. Conor, good luck with that. Thanks a million. Right, next question is: I have a 3-year-old who was toilet trained and has now regressed to bedwetting and lots of accidents. He gets very